Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina Demores. We'll get to your top 4 and 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 News Storm Team Meteorologist Brian Lapis is here with us this afternoon. Brian, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Torrential rain outside, at least right now. Is that going to last much longer?
A lot of the 3 o'clock people that were coming in were
soaked.
Yeah, and they made sure they came into the office to tell me that it was raining.
Oh, that's good, because you didn't know, I'm assuming,
right.
of course.
I had no idea it was going to rain today. So with that said, one of the effects of this rain is that there could be some street flooding around. So we've got to keep an eye on that as we head into the evening commute time. And looks like we've got rain at least through the day on Thursday. So let's take a look at traffic first, and we'll show you what's happening. Actually, all things considered, there are no major problems on the major highways. So the Pike looks good. I-91 looks good. There's a little bit of a slowdown here on I-91 in West Springfield and the usual slowdown at either end of 291. But all things considered, that is pretty good considering the downpours that we're dealing with. Let's go to our 22 News Storm Team weather graphics now. Flood watch in effect from the National Weather Service until Wednesday evening for all of western Massachusetts, and here's why. We've had these little clusters of heavy rain, some thunder and lightning. We've had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings as well. You can see area of rain just north of the Pike now, moving into Hampshire County. That's going to reduce your visibility on I-91 and local streets as well. And then there's this strong thunderstorm here to our west in the Berkshires and in adjoining New York State that'll slowly be moving into the valley as well. So we're expecting more than our fair share of rain here this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, and possibly for a piece of Thursday. We'll show you on 22 News with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Brian, thank you. There was a large law enforcement presence on Newton Street in Holyoke this morning, and this is what 22 News saw when our crews arrived there around 7:30. The FBI and Holyoke police were on scene searching a home and taking photographs there. We reached out to Holyoke police for information, but were referred to the FBI. The FBI told 22 News they are on scene conducting court-authorized activity and cannot provide any further details at this time. They also said there is no threat to public safety. We'll update the story as soon as more information becomes available. State Representative Orlando Ramos is speaking out following 2 deadly crashes and a serious third one within 48 hours on Boston Road in Springfield. He said, quote, "These recent crashes are a painful reminder that traffic safety is not just about statistics, it's about real people and real families. We cannot wait until another tragedy occurs before we take action." Representative Ramos plans to continue his annual Check Your Speed traffic safety initiative with Springfield Police in an effort to address the ongoing problem. In Connecticut, the stepfather of a 12-year-old girl found unresponsive in an Enfield home in March was back in Hartford Superior Court today. 39-year-old Anthony Federline has been charged with first-degree sexual assault in the case, but investigators believe there could be evidence of murder. Medical examiners say the child was found with a lethal dose of Benadryl in her system. The community gathered outside the courthouse to stand in solidarity and raise awareness about her death. The case remains under investigation. Massachusetts received a D grade in infrastructure from the Boston Society of Engineers. That means the state's infrastructure is in poor condition and is aging faster than it's being repaired. The report explains that between 2021 and 2024, the amount of roads in poor condition spiked from 9.9% to 13.1%. These wrecked roads are costing drivers time and money at about $3.8 billion every year in added vehicle costs.
I think their grade is too high. Be honest with you, the roads are terrible. The way they do construction here, they block off. This highway's all blocked off. Very inconvenient for businesses and people. Matter of fact, I'm going to get new tires put on my vehicle today because of the roads in Massachusetts.
The transit grade was their highest and the only grade amongst the bunch that was higher than the national average. Now let's get another check of today's weather with Brian Lapis here. Brian, I was driving here and the visibility was basically not there at all. It was that much rain.
Yeah, that's how it's going to go here tonight and tomorrow as well, with these periodic downpours that'll be moving through. And this is why we can use this rain, but it would have been much nicer if we had more of a slow, steady, soaking sort of rain. And there'll be a little bit of that, but these occasional torrential downpours are problematic. And
Science question. Is it because it evaporates quickly?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, yeah.
All right.
Let's take a look. We can see our clouds and radar showing the heavy rain right now just north of the Mass Pike. This is moving north into through Hampshire County and into Franklin County. And you can see here some thunder and lightning over the Berkshires, and that's also going to be sliding into western Hamden, Hampshire, and Franklin County over the next hour or so. You can see here on our 22 News Storm Team Skycast that there's a little lull during the early evening hours, but we're expecting that the rain will return mid to late evening, and there'll be occasional heavy rain right through the overnight hours. You can see it here, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, raining up and down the valley. And I am expecting that when we get an updated Skycast, which you'll see on 22 News starting at 5, that there'll be a much wider swath of rain here for most of the day here tomorrow. So plan on tomorrow being another wet day with occasional heavy rain and occasional thunderstorms. High temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s here tomorrow. And the rain continues on Thursday as well. We'll even talk about the upcoming weekend on 22 News starting at 5.
Tandem Bagel Company officially opened its 7th location in South Hadley on Monday. The new cafe is located on 460 Newton Street. The space features indoor and outdoor seating, a pickup area for online orders, and convenient parking for guests. Tandem Bagel owner says that South Hadley felt like the perfect fit because it allows them to serve a new community that's not already close to one of their existing cafes. The company originated in East Hampton in 2013, and it has since expanded to Northampton, Hadley, Florence, West Springfield, and most recently Ludlow. Monster Jam is returning to Gillette Stadium on Thursday, July 30th. You can see the world-famous 12,000-pound monster trucks in action, packed event filled with stunts and jaw-dropping airtime. Drivers will tear up the dirt as they battle it out in 3 competitions. There's racing, skills, and the freestyle, where trucks go all out in any way they like. The main event starts at 7 p.m. Limited tickets are still available for purchase. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. Sewage overflow continues to impact communities in New England. Coming up, what action a Connecticut state representative is requesting after seeing the sewage downriver, and a proposed review into a potential conflict of interest involving a Springfield city clerk has failed to advance. Still to come where the investigation stands. Plus, which cities and towns face the most flood risk as storms are set to continue throughout the night.
And so far, rain is not affecting traffic a great deal. That's what I'm trying to say. So far, the rain is not affecting the traffic a great deal, but nonetheless, you are going to run into these occasional areas of torrential rain that will limit your visibility. So plan on a little extra time to get where you're going, and there may also be some minor street flooding as well. Slow down at either end of 291, a little bit slower than usual on parts of 91 north of Springfield. And you can see here the Pike so far is running fine. More rain on the way in here tonight, tomorrow, and potentially Thursday. We'll update on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, thank you, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5, and you can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com, the 22 News mobile app.